Welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio, where we bring you conversations with the top business minds on Long Island and around the nation every week. Featuring expert consultants and small business owners who have found success but are also willing to share their top tips, failures, and give gritty, matter-of-fact advice based on their firsthand experience. Now, let's get down to business on Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Hello and welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Ray Schwetz, AVP of Business Banking at Jovia Financial Credit Union, along with Donyshia Boston-Hill, keeper of the brand, marketing, and digital agency, and we're focused on being the premier resource for business and entrepreneurship.
We bring you weekly business advice, tips, tools, and services that help you grow your business. Plus, we interview some of the top business leaders in the industry.
We're very excited about the people that we have today. We have a few guests, don't we, Donyshia?
We sure do. It's a full house.
Full house. So helping provide us with business empowerment today is Terri Arnold-McKenzi. She's the program manager of Ascend Long Island. Duane Johnson, Aukee Trading president, and Lina Grammont, chef and owner at Caribbean Pearl, LLC. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
So we're super excited to have you on the show today and to hear about the amazing Ascend Entrepreneurship Program. I do a lot of work with the Idea Hub over at Hofstra, and that team is fantastic. So I'm happy to make this connection. And Terri, if we can start with you, having you tell us a little bit about the program. And I hear the competition and just the overall rewards that you enlighten entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Again, thank you for having us. We do appreciate your time and us being here. The Ascend program actually started in the Foster School of Business at the University of Washington. And so what they saw is that diverse entrepreneurs of color weren't given the same opportunities as their white counterparts in three particular areas: money, markets, and management. So the Foster School of Business created this program to assist the diverse business owners with building capacity for their business while partnering with local entrepreneurs and larger corporations to get them contracts. And so that particular business model has branched out from the University of Washington all across the country in 25 to 27 different markets. Here in New York, we have 3 Ascend programs: Ascend Long Island, Ascend Newark, and Ascend New York City or the Bronx. And so Ascend Long Island is the only suburban model within that program design. We are a partnership between J.P. Morgan Chase and Hofstra University. And so in a suburban model, we are looking to build capacity for diverse entrepreneurs on the island. We started off in 2019 with about 17 diverse business owners in Nassau County from towns of Freeport, Hempstead, Roosevelt, and Freeport. And what we saw there was in these particular areas, diverse entrepreneurs needed assistance in actually getting contracts. They had great business ideas, great understanding of how their business should operate, but they weren't getting opportunities to showcase their business and actually get money for their business. And so the Ascend program assisted these original 17 in getting assisted with contracts, building their capacity as far as money, management, and markets. And that's how the Ascend program actually started on Long Island.
Now, how do Duane and Lina fit into the program?
We are so blessed to have Duane and Lina. They were our 2020 cohort members, which just finished our programming just this past December. And so what the Ascend program does, we have programming in once a year with cohorts having a 9 to 12 week program, which includes curriculum training and also mentoring and also a procurement conference that ends the actual program at the end of their cycle. And so the 2020 cohort members that we have here, Mr. Johnson and Grammont, they are our cohort members that just graduated from the program in December.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Duane, can you just first start off by telling us a little bit about Aukee Trading? You as the president, we took a look at your website. Fantastic. I know that's a little bit about the Ascend program, just making sure you're well-rounded and well-branded. But we'd love to hear more about, what you do and your journey.
Well, Aukee Trading is actually a company that actually originated out of Shanghai, China. We have an office there. And pretty much what we do at this current time, we provide manufacturing for city housing projects and specialized projects from small to medium-sized businesses. We take pretty much hard to find products that customers need, rather large or small, that pretty much not made anymore or just hard to find in general. And we provide a solution for those folks in helping them get those products manufactured. We pretty much provide a service where we take we cut the middleman out. We take the customer, the end buyer, directly to the manufacturer now, instead of them having the third party involved. And overall, it helps them in regards to their costing structure, their supply chain, and just allows them to have better control of what's being made, and they don't have to compromise what they actually need.
And Lina, welcome. And again, we took a look at your website, catering chef extraordinaire. Can you share your journey with us?
Hi. I started my business back in 2013, and I've always loved cooking. And I went to culinary school out in Haiti. But my background was always finance. I was a benefits and HR manager before I started my catering company. And I just found that there was a lack of elegant catering for the Caribbean sector. Like, I would do events and I would have to cook myself because I couldn't find a full service caterer that could do the traditional Caribbean food that I wanted, but in an elegant fashion. So that's how I started my business. And I've been in business since 2013, and it's been great.
Lina, now how did the program benefit you?
Oh, it was great because it gave us a lot of access to different finance and different marketing we can use. Like right now, I'm with the Swing program. That's going to be helping me with the marketing that I need. They're going to help me with my social media. They're also helping with videos and TikTok and things like that I never even thought of doing. So it's been really, really great.
Yeah, those are fantastic ideas that really can help bring your business to that next level. That's fantastic.
I'm excited about it.
And Duane, how about you? How has the program helped you?
Same, just to piggyback on what Lina was saying, some of the attributes that they provided was the financial aspect of it, looking at that, but also access. And when I say access, I mean being able to collaborate with other cohorts that were in my class with me. We just ended in January, but now already I've had a couple of opportunities that I reached out to some of my cohorts with, and they're helping me out with them as far as partnering on certain bids and projects that are moving forward. So I commend them for that, just being able to share ideas and again, develop relationships for the future. I think that's one of the best things that they did for us.
That's fantastic. And I'm a true believer that these programs really bring you together as entrepreneurs so that you realize that you're not in this alone. A lot of the pain points that you're feeling, someone in your cohort may be feeling, or someone, prior to you. So Terri, can you just talk to us a little bit about the competition and just the camaraderie as well of the entrepreneurs in your program?
Well, we're lucky in that there is no competition. And I say that because all of the cohort members in 2020 and 2019, it's a collaborative. And so they're working together to partner on different projects, to partner on bids and that sort of thing, but also the value of resources that the Hofstra brand gives them, and also JP Morgan Chase. So I wouldn't say competition. I would more so say opportunities for partnership and development across the board. And then having other entrepreneurs of color, people who look like them, that they can work with, brings another level of capacity building as well. Because often as entrepreneurs, we think that we're only in this by ourselves until we see a group that actually is doing the same thing that we are looking to do or would like to learn from. And so the Ascend program brings together like-minded individuals, people who are passionate about diversity and inclusion, are passionate about seeing entrepreneurs of color thrive, and it's not especially on the island, but also across the country, because we know that when we thrive in our communities are better for it.
It's Howard Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Ray Schwetz, along with Donyshia Boston-Hill, and our guests today are Terri Arnold-McKenzi, Program Manager, Ascend Long Island, Duane Johnson, Aukee Trading President, and Lina Grammont, Chef and owner of Caribbean Pearl.
Now, a lot of what you do, Terri, I'm sure in normal times it's live. So how has this pandemic and COVID-19 changed your connection with your entrepreneurs? Is it virtual? Is it a hybrid? And how can people find out more?
Yeah, so the 2019 cohort actually met at Hofstra University in the Idea Hub, and that was great because you get to network face to face, and so the connection was a little bit deeper. So we knew that post-pandemic or in the midst of the pandemic, we had to pivot, as everyone says, the new tag word. So all of the classes for 2020 were actual virtual Zoom classes, but we tried to make them still interactive, make sure that they had opportunities to fellowship outside of the program itself, meaning with their mentors, with each other at various programs. But I think that a hybrid model, maybe we look at it going forward for 2021 cohort. I think that would be a possibility. We're actually going to start, the application process begins in June this year, and we're going to have classes and the new cohort start in the fall of 2021. And so that's the pivot that we had to do. We're still looking to figure out if it's going to be a hybrid model or at least having at least a portion of the classes, again, at the Idea Hub, just to get some more interaction with our cohort members, because that part is very important for fellowship.
Now, obviously, delivery of the program, that you've got to kind of adapt. And as you said, what can a business owner expect pretty much from a day-to-day in terms of the program content?
I would like for the business owners to know that we are centered around the 3M model. So there will be 9 weeks of classes around a 3M modeling canvas for money, management, and markets. But also you will be getting deep dives with our mentors, entrepreneurs in residence, Hofstra University professors who are teaching some of the classes, and also opportunities to meet with our anchor partner council members who are the major corporations on the island, including PSC&G, Northwell, RXR, the town of Hempstead, Nassau County, Suffolk County government. They run the gamut. And so we are developing a pipeline of opportunity through the anchor partners for our cohort members. And so they can expect just an opportunity to, number one, showcase their business, meet like-minded entrepreneurs like themselves, but also have an ecosystem of support through JP Morgan Chase, Hofstra University, and their cohort members that they will meet going forward. And my favorite line is, once a cohort member, always a cohort member. So it doesn't matter whether your cycle was in 2019 or 2021. We are providing resources, whether it's PPE, whether it's information about the loans that are coming from government or local agencies, making sure that all the resources that our core members need are available to them, and that to get contracting opportunities, which is our ultimate goal for each and every one of them.
Now, it must be difficult for a business to engage in this and also manage their business. How do you help them maintain that work, life, and learning balance?
And that's a great question. For us, we know that the classes, number one, have to be in the evening, only because the business hours they change and they vary across the board. And so having business hours, the classes that'll start in the evening, but also getting them a time frame up front. So the schedule is created months in advance. And so we give them opportunity to say, you're going to have 12 weeks of ongoing mentoring in classes. This is what your timeline would actually look like. But also understand that business owners will not make every meeting, but we say if there's someone in your business that can take your place or set up for you that day, that's fine. We just need to make sure that their company is represented. And so we're flexible. We just want to make sure that the end result, that they're getting the information they need in order to be successful down the line. And whatever we can do to assist them with that, our team is open for that always.
That's great that you offer that kind of support. And, it's also something that, as business owners, sometimes you have to realize that, you have to think of that long-term planning, right? And obviously investing in a program like yours will help them develop in the long term. And in the short term, they're learning how to kind of juggle, because that's definitely a requirement.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, I like to just ask, Duane and Lina, what would you say is your next steps as far as growth coming out of this program?
From my standpoint, it's just expansion. Looking to tap into other markets. Pretty much Southeast Asia, as we know, is probably the main manufacturing market in the world. So my next steps is to actually expand into different countries, most only Vietnam and also India. I think those locations are opportunities to develop relationships with folks to allow them to tap into our market with regards to their ability to manufacture and market also. So and produce also. So that's my plan moving forward.
And Lina?
My plan moving forward is to have a on-site place. We're off-site catering company, but my next plan and the next portion of this is to have a site and figure out how to get that.
Terri, tell us about how you got this program started with Hofstra.
Larry Levy, who is over the center, the Scots, I forget Larry's complete title, but he was in talks with Janique Drusas from JP Chase, and he was talking to her and various community leaders about the need for a program like Ascend in a suburban setting. And so from that implementation plan that began in 2018, they developed the strategy to go through and pick certain majority minority communities within Nassau County, the 4 towns mentioned previously. And that's how the program became structured at Hofstra University, actually the background there through JP Chase.
Excellent. And how do businesses get involved in the program?
So our application process is actually beginning to gear up now. Your listeners should actually go to www.ascendli.com. That's our website, where they will see a link to the 2021 application. And there they can apply for the 2021 cohort and also get more information about our 2020 cohort members and also our 2019 cohort members. And then the resources that we provide them through Hofstra University and JP Chase.
Excellent. Thank you. And we're going to ask you to repeat that towards the end of the program, because we definitely want to make sure that people are taking advantage of the program. Now, what are kind of the misconceptions about the program? I'm sure, they go in expecting one thing and then they may come out, with a totally different expectation.
I think the biggest expectation is contracting. So I tell all of my cohort and applicants, we don't guarantee contracts, but we work tirelessly to make sure or to work with companies to get contracting opportunities for our business. So we can't guarantee a contract, but we guarantee that you'll be ready for contracting as you complete your cycle. And that's very important because, like I said, the Ascend Island program, our entire focus is capacity building and getting contracts for our cohort members. And we work tirelessly to make that happen through the entire Hofstra University and Ascend Island team.
You are listening to Tower Talk Business Radio. Our guest today is Terri Arnold-McKenzi, Program Manager at Ascend Long Island, Duane Johnson, Aukee Trading President, and Lina Grammont, Chief Owner of Caribbean Pearl, LLC. My name is Donyshia Boston-Hill, along with Ray Schwetz, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Tell us a little bit more about some of the follow-up with regards to the program once it's ended, because I know you mentioned the support there. I definitely think business owners would be very excited to hear about some of the ways in which you support once they've actually gone through and graduated the program.
Yeah, so Bach Capital Corp, who is our financial partner, they actually are working with some of the cohort members to help build capacity by doing site visits to make sure that their business structure is running properly. Also providing funding resources through the various number of grants that are out there now for small business owners, and also just making sure that they're ready for what the next level actually brings and actually looks like. So that's what we have actually going forward. And also peer learning, which is so very important. The 2020 cohort was a shorter period of time because of the pandemic. And so they weren't able to do the peer learning portion of it, but we're having Bach Capital Corp come in and actually teach our cohort members about peer learning and peer networking and what that actually looks like for their business. And as Duane said earlier, he's talking with cohort members about RFPs and actually partnering together on projects. The peer learning course and course of classes actually shows the cohort members how to best use that best practice to move their business forward. So the peer learning is coming, the mentor is coming, mentoring is coming, and also RFP development. We have a mentor who is working directly only on RFPs and RFP submittals for our cohort. So as they're getting RFPs into their inboxes, they know how to complete them and submit them properly. So really the resources never end at Ascend Long Island. We really want to offer the best we can for our diverse business owners. And so whatever we can do and every resource we have, we put the full weight of JP Morgan, Chase, and Hofstra behind that.
Fantastic. So Lina and Duane, no pressure. You've graduated. Are you submitting on more RFPs? Are you learning any tricks of the trades? How are you putting your Ascend, knowledge to work?
Well, from my standpoint, the preparation portion was great. And again, it's allowed me to actually, when I was just really focused on supplies that the agencies would need, now I'm more into the goods and services portion because I have now cohorts who I can partner with to provide a service, whether it be plumbing, construction, electrical. So while I may supply the product now, I have a partner who I can work with as a subcontractor who will actually do the physical labor of the work to help me now enhance my capabilities to securing these contracts and bids. So that's one of the blessings that we've gotten from being able to participate in this. And just something like this, as far as being able to participate in this type of program, is something that the Ascend has afforded us. And Terri is continuously linking us up with different type of agencies and opportunities that are out there. Throughout the week, we continuously get emails from her, and also the other facilitators that were part of the program. They're reaching out, still mentoring us even after to help us out like that also too.
Great. And Lina?
Well, I'm working with Bach closely, and we're working on my MWBE certification. So a few certifications that I needed to get into place, they're helping me with that. And we also get a lot of communication from Terri and the mentors that were part of the program, which they continue helping us. They continue trying to lead us to grow our business, which is great.
Absolutely. And that's the one I would say that leads us to our next question regarding misconception. So, Terri?
I just really want to quickly say also the Ascend Long Island program also does MWB certification, and cohort members are actually fast track with the ESD certification. So that's a great benefit for our diverse business owners. If you are not certified with Empire State or New York City or Nassau County, Suffolk County, please get certified. That's an opportunity for growth, just having a certification under your belt.
Absolutely. And I was going to add that, there's a misnomer that because you're certified, you think you're going to get business. And that's just not the case. You need certification coupled with, knowledge and building relationships, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And you have to build that portfolio and understand that entire bid process. So, which is not easy. So I went through it. And once you get all the ABC acronyms out of your system, you kind of fall into your own. So wish you guys all the best of luck.
Yeah, as we get to a close, I wanted to ask you both, Duane and Lina, who are the people that you are really looking to meet? Who is it that would help you with your businesses? And I guess, Lina, if you want to go first.
Really, I'm looking to meet another catering company person who's much larger than I am, who can give me a really good footprint on which way to go, what direction I should be in right now.
Excellent. And Duane?
I guess more or less we already had a portion of it that Ascend had provided us, more of the purchasing managers for different corporations and things like that. Those would be some of the people we'd want to meet. But again, Ascend has already put us out in front of some of those folks. But I guess as we move forward, some of the city agency heads would be great to meet, to talk to them and share your business with them and let them know who you are.
Now, Terri, as we get to a close, I wanted to make sure we got your information again. If you could repeat that for our listener.
Absolutely. So our website is www.ascendli.com, and I can be reached at my office at Hofstra at 516-463-5222.
And Duane and Lina, where can we find your businesses? Give us your contact information as well.
I'm at cbpearl.net, www.cbpearl.net. And our phone number is 347-450-3457.
And my website is www.aukeetrading.com. And I also can be reached at info@aukeetrading.com.
All right, Terri, Duane and Lina, thank you so much. And Terri, thank you so much for bringing the information about your program to our program and to sharing two great shining examples of graduates. And I wish you all luck. And we're very glad that you chose to be here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. And I'd like to leave you with DB's philosophy. Our mission is to build an empire and to lead a legacy.
My name is Ray Schwetz, along with Donyshia Boston-Hill and Michael Chung, your co-hosts and producers. This is an NCC Foundation Business Leaders Council production. Visit ncc.edu/WHPC for more information. Available on iHeartRadio, as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. This has been Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.